Everybody, this is Joel and
Paul
from movinginmexi.co. Bienvenidos a nuestro canal and bienvenidos to the Upper East Side of I was going to say BC Bucerias, where we were in front of Joel's wine bar and condos. Moving right along, Paul.
Yeah.
Moving right along. We kind of had a little bit of a, I don't know, but a slowdown, but they were just finishing the Obra Gris, which is like the main building work. Like, so that was like, basically think about when you frame a house back in Canada, the States.
Right.
And once that framing is done, then you bring everyone else in to do the drywall, the flooring, all the finishing, right?
Yeah.
So they just kind of like finished that component.
Yeah.
There are a few things left in it, but now we were ready for bringing in the finishing crew. That does what they call the acabados, which is all the finishing. So I thought, you know, why don't we go take a walk in?
Sure.
The third floor is pretty well clear right now, and we could see the views. And then I thought, let's go visit the lady who adopted Miko and Mika.
Oh yeah.
See what's going on. She was kind of an interesting lady, and just see how the pups are doing in their new life.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll learn a little bit more about her. She moved to Mexico many years ago.
Wow.
So it's always nice to run into people who made the move and get a little bit of their story. I meant to congratulate you on that video.
Thank you.
On a video.
Yeah.
On the video that you did on the Refuge of Hope, right? The Refuge of Hope?
Refuge of Hope.
Refuge of Hope.
Yeah.
Getting English and Spanish, like Refugio del Mar, but it's the Refuge of Hope.
Yeah, it's the Refuge of Hope,
Okay.
and that video kind of took off, which is pretty exciting for us, but very exciting for them.
Yeah, 65,000 views, and I think they've got some donations and.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, which is good.
People were a few people bought me coffees.
Yeah, that's
which is
awesome.
nice.
Buy Paul a coffee.
Yeah, buy me a coffee.
Put the link in the description. Buy this guy a coffee to say thanks for doing that type of production, because I know. Well, I say I know what it takes. I've never done that type of production because I'm not an editor, but I know what you go through to edit a video like that.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not even like a one day, and even 8 hours editing is a lot of editing. But this one was it just people gravitated to it, and it was a beautiful story.
Right. Yeah.
And I think a
lot of people commenting on that video too. Just
a lot of people
seems like it. You know, the feeling that I got when I went and shot the video, and when I learned about her story and everything, I was just like, oh, this is really, really beautiful. Like really, truly an inspirational story. And I just did my best to try to tell that story. You know, and I think it came through.
And the other thing I liked is she was not hesitant to talk about, you know, ask God and God will give, right?
Yeah.
And then I liked that a lot of people actually weren't fearful to comment in that regard.
Right. Yeah.
It's almost like in today's day and age, we have to hide our belief in God because it makes us like, I don't know, strange.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, but from our point of view, it's like, it's strange that you don't have a belief in God.
Right. Right. It kind of opened the floodgate.
It opened the floodgate, and I think a little more of God nowadays is a good thing. So that was kind of cool that she touched on that, and then people opened up and shared their thoughts and experiences as well.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, let's go for a little walk here.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so we still have one more truck, a couple more trucks coming to like get rid of all the wood.
Okay.
And do a final clean of this area. But we're gonna start from the top up.
Okay.
So like in Quattro, we started from the bottom up because we were still building the upper floors and we were trying to get people in.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been better there's a lot of things I could have did differently. What I would have did was finish the whole building, and then I wouldn't have even started any of the floor work or anything. And I would start from the top up here. So that's what we're going to do.
So you're taking stuff that you learned at Quattro and already applying it to
I'm
here.
applying it. So it slowed down it delayed our finish date.
Sure.
But I'm going to have it's going to be less repairs, less deficiencies, right?
Okay.
Like we're literally starting workers up and we're bringing them down. So once the top is done, there's no reason to go up there.
Yeah.
And then this will be the very last work we do. Okay. Right? Because think about it. If I concrete this right now, there's going to be 3 or 4 months with people coming and going.
Yeah.
And trashing it.
For sure.
You know?
Okay, so here we are.
Third floor. Watch your step.
Yes.
It's a very skinny space with no
railing.
No railing. I mean, it kind of always freaks me out to be up here. Not that I'm afraid of heights, but
I think it's a healthy fear of heights.
It's a healthy fear. It keeps you looking where you're walking.
Respect.
But yeah, here's the. I was hoping we'd have more crap out of here, but this is the one studio we have available for $125.
They'll probably get it cleaned up by the time they move in, right?
Yeah, totally. But you know, I always want, like, so you get a nice little ocean view from the balcony. Hard for you to see, but you know, the killer is the roof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, having all this extra space above you as your private rooftop terrace.
Yeah.
You know, so it's, to me, a bit of a no-brainer. This will be a very well-rented unit.
Yeah.
Well, let's. When we started doing, you can see the acabados. So that's the stucco guys are here. Stuccoing the ceilings. That's the first one. The first thing they do. Get all the ceilings done. The third floor unit, which is sold. Like these guys' view is
it's amazing.
bonkers.
Yeah. That's a great view.
You know, this is their patio, so you know you have your nice little patio set out here. Covered. You know, so even when it's like raining, you can sit out here in the summer, look at the ocean.
Totally.
Watch the rain go by.
I like how you can look down this street here.
Yeah, you see the whole street.
Yeah, that's great.
You see Cuatro Estaciones.
There it is.
So we are changing the skyline of
For sure.
and congratulations to three firm sales on Paul's cafe and condos.
All right.
So we're going to be ready to break ground pretty soon. I'd like to get a fourth sale, but you know I'm feeling pretty good that we can at least get started.
Yeah.
And I think the fourth sale is just inevitable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that's a great opportunity if you're looking to get in a nice juicy pre-sale. Good investment. You get a feel for how far up it is.
Yeah, it's good there's an elevator. So this one says Casa Mis Dos Angelitos. So it's kind of like Miko and Mika became the two angels, right?
Yeah, that's interesting, right?
Did she keep the names? Or did she...
Right
there. Hola.
Come on in this way.
Is it okay I parked here?
Yes, absolutely. Come on in.
How you doing? I'm Paul.
Hi, Margie.
Nice to meet you, Margie.
And Joel, right?
See you, Margie.
The famous Joel of Bucerias, right? Come on in this way. I'm going to close the door because you know, Joel, how they try to escape, right?
Yeah. All right. You don't mind we're filming and stuff like that? Okay.
I just read here, but I've been here for quite a while.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
I'm Paul.
Don.
Hi, I'm Don.
Nice to meet you, Don.
Run outside.
You got any more dogs left at your doorstep?
Come on.
Hey, Mika! Look at
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, huh?
What's that?
Hey, remember me?
Yeah.
Remember me? Oh, yeah. Hey, Miko.
Yeah.
I just watched their nails. They scratched my thing. I got to get their nails.
Guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
But oh, you're happy, huh? Stay down.
Well, what a great little house you got here.
Yeah, well, remember when I told you I said they got a nice yard, they can run in and be in the pool or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
of course,
happy. They're really happy to run around.
Miko.
So tell us about you, because when you and I met, your dog had just died.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like probably a week or so before, a little bit over a week or something. He was an 8-year-old lab, chocolate lab. He swam in the pool. He loved it there. And he knew both languages. He knew Spanish and English both, you know. Very smart, you know, those dogs. And he ended up with a tumor in his spleen. And we were trying to get him better enough to maybe do surgery to remove it, and then he just, it kept getting worse and worse. We were giving him all kinds of IV antibiotics, infections, stuff like that. They think it went into his lungs possibly, so.
Fortunately, he died in the vet's.
Yeah, I mean, I brought him in the morning. It was on a Sunday. I called her and she said, yeah, bring him right in. And she was planning on giving him another IV that day. I took him in there. It was probably 10 minutes and he just, that was it.
Just gave up.
Well, it was good because I didn't have to make the decision.
Right.
And that's really hard to say, yeah, put him down.
Well, I was born and raised in Winnipeg, so I know how that
You
works.
were?
Yeah.
Well, then you know Winnipeg pretty well.
Yeah?
It has a boutique hotel there.
Okay, which one?
The Mariachi Theme Suite Hotel.
Okay.
Every room is a different country.
Okay.
TripAdvisor named us as one of the top 10 romantic hotels in the world.
In Winnipeg?
In Winnipeg.
Can you believe Winnipeg?
Right.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Couples need couple time, you know. Everybody's so busy they don't have time to say hello to each other.
Yeah.
A question for you. Now, this is our first experience when we tried to walk him,
Yeah.
and we put collars on him, right? Regular collars. They must not have been tight enough. Went down here somewhere. I didn't do it. My friends did it. And the first thing they did, they slipped the collars and they went after other dogs, like to try aggressively. They said.
Oh, really? To be
And I was
aggressive?
very surprised. 'Cause
They've-
and I saw you walking them and they were totally fine, but that's the key. We can't use the
You need
regular
the
collar.
choke. They
You
need
have
the
to use the
choke.
choker. And these guys, I mean, I saw you walking them. They were loose leash walking down the street totally
Yeah,
fine.
once
Little.
usually it was about 2 minutes of
Yeah.
correcting them,
Right.
and then they were fine.
Yeah, I mean, and they do not know the commands, obviously. They
No.
don't know sit.
Yeah.
We try sit. I said, well, maybe they don't know the language. So I said, well, we either have to talk English, Spanish, who knows what they, no, they just don't have any
I don't
training.
think they were ever walked.
No.
But they did correct pretty quick.
Yeah.
You just gotta give them a good
You're right.
slap.
I mean, that part wasn't. And we take and wash them with the bath out here, and no problem. They just
Yeah.
sit there, stand there, don't do nothing. And I can tell he's the big lover there
Oh,
too.
he's
He's by my
Yeah.
side most of the time, but
Yeah, these dogs are very, very friendly.
and yeah, I mean, not aggressive at all any other time, but
So the next time you come to Winnipeg,
Okay.
this is
The mariachis. Oh, there's a Mexico suite.
Mexico, Rome, Japan, Hawaii.
Morocco,
Yeah.
Cuba even. Oh, it's got a pool table, Paul.
Right in the room.
There you go.
None of the rooms have hotel furniture. Everything in the India room
Yeah.
is from a temple in India.
Let me see that.
you want to go? We go.
$50 gift certificate, Paul.
Which room would you stay in? I think I'd do China. China look cool.
We have 4 rooms.
Maybe Morocco.
You go to Morocco?
Sure.
Okay.
We brought $40,000 of reproduction artifacts from Egypt. And so none of the rooms have hotel furniture.
Okay.
Everything in the India room is from a temple in India.
Wow.
So TripAdvisor named us as one of the top
cool.
10 in the world. Unbelievable.
Well, if I ever am back to the freezing city, I'll come look you up.
Yeah,
Come in
right.
the summer. Don't go in the freezing.
No,
So you kept their names, Miko and
I
Mika?
did. I never even thought about changing them because, first of all, it's hard for them to get used to the new names. And
Sure.
Nika especially, she didn't really respond as well. She is now better. But him, really, very good.
So if you call him Miko, he knows his
Yeah,
name now.
yeah, and she does now too. And when you whistle, they will come, because
Okay.
they didn't know the commands at all. But they started, when Miko came, then the other one would come, you know.
Sure.
And of course, now they're so spoiled. They sleep on the bed at night. They're
Oh
my
my
guard
gosh,
dogs, you know.
yeah.
And they, it's really strange because it's hard to say where they actually, what kind of care they had. They had no commands, no training, but they seem like they're real comfortable in the house and on furniture and first couple times I closed the door, left them outside, right?
Uh-huh.
First thing they did was jump the gate over there to try to get into the garage thing. And so I said, well, just leave the door open. They haven't done anything in the house, nothing.
So any indication of how they were dropped off? Nothing.
No, we found them at Cuatro Estaciones, but they had kind of collars on. They had collars, but
Yeah.
they were older collars.
Old.
Okay.
And they seemed pretty chill.
Yeah.
And then you looked at them like they weren't skinny, like
They're
their
fit.
coats were good, like
Right.
they're fixed, so both
Right.
were fixed.
Right.
And
So
then
somebody took some kind of care of them.
For sure.
it kind of was a no-brainer for me to like at least put them at the office because someone was going to adopt them, and you literally came like maybe a week after we had got them. And then, and it's kind of ironic that the casa is Dos Angelitos. You got, because you got your two angels.
That's right.
And the thing is too, when they were with your dog in the thing, there was no problem. When you first introduced them, nothing.
No.
That's
and
why
they
I was
were
so
running around with some other dogs. In the
right.
neighborhood, no
That's why I
problem.
was so surprised that when they went down there and got off the leash, you know.
They got it.
Sometimes it just
They got
depends on
aggressive.
the dog.
I think it might have been the other dog. One
Yeah.
was one of those Belgian Malinois or something. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes if they do run up on dogs
I'd run
pretty
up, I think
fast.
that's what it was.
So if that dog reacted,
Right.
then
It's
they
normal.
reacted.
Yeah. Right.
So
Yeah.
Nice story. Well, thanks, Margie, for letting us in your home and having a look at the new homes for Miko and Mika. And thanks for adopting them. 'Cause
yeah, you said Mika and her tail started wagging.
Mika's
a good
girl.
And I like the names. We both said they're nice names.
Yeah, they fit, right?
Yeah, they fit.
Like if you're looking for a good general lazy dog that's super friendly, like he's so happy to see me every day. You know, I give him a bone every day as like a little bit of a treat. So I'm like his best friend, but he's like he's super chill. I mean, we'll keep him in the office as long as we have to.
Yeah.
But if someone's looking for a companion who's not too high maintenance, Henry's your man or your dog.
Look at this guy. What is girl?
Mika, are you being silly, Mika? Are you a silly girl? Are you a silly girl,
She's
Mika?
the real independent one, though.
Yeah, he's like stuck on you, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know what he did the first time I sat there, Joel, at your house, okay? What does he do? He comes over here and puts his head right here on my leg.
Yeah.
I said, well, I guess he's going home with us.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, on that note, thanks again for joining us for another episode at MoveIntoMexi.co here at Margie's house, Casa de los Angelitos, and she's got her two brand new angels, which basically made this their new home. Nos vemos hasta luego and adios desde Bucerias, Mexico.